Welcome back, True Seeker.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money,
Dollar, dollar.
Thanks to everyone who hit the like and the share. And remember, you guys, you can always cut off like parts of it. You can. I appreciate everyone who takes a video and cuts a segment and maybe just uploads a 5-minute clip, the 5 minutes that resonated with them or the 2 minutes.
You're welcome.
There's things that are good and there's things that are bad. And bad people are deceptive people. Like there's a dumbass in the world who's a hating troll who's never accomplished anything in his life, who wants to go back through my 10,000 videos because he watches every single one, and anytime he sees something like, ooh, I can use this against Zach, he saves that in his collection. And like, for example, right now he's uploading like videos of where I said things 6 years ago that I shouldn't have said, that I've already apologized for, and trying to bring it out to new content to make me look bad. Zach's a racist because he said this 6 years ago. Yeah, I shouldn't have said that, but do you know the backstory of what got me to say that? Do you know how much trolling and racism I was dealing with before I finally said something that I shouldn't have said? But I already apologized and talked for that 6 years ago. To bring it now back up and having people like, oh man, I don't know if I like Zach anymore that he said that. See, that shit is evil. What I said there in the moment, you could say was evil. I responded to evil with evil, but I apologized for that a long time ago, and I haven't done that since. But I apologized for that a long time ago, and I haven't done that since. Still remember another person that gave me some shit, which I got to admit, man, all of us have a racist side in us. As much as I love black people and try to help out black people, man, when I get an ignorant black person that goes off on me, I'll tell you what, there must be something in my programming too, because I am always on the verge of that word.
He always
and
on the
there was
verge.
this fat, nasty black woman that walked by
Fat,
that day
nasty
and had all
black.
this shit to say. You know, what a stupid-ass bitch is all I gotta say. While her people from her continent are getting vaccinated.
People from her continent are getting vaccinated.
On the 106th day by the numbers. I still remember that fat, ugly bitch. So, I'm just keeping it real, you guys.
Keeping it real.
I'm not a racist guy, but I'm like everybody else. I've been programmed with...
You like everybody else that says I'm not fucking racist. You said I've been programmed. Yeah, you using that as an excuse to be racist now.
I didn't call her the M-word, but I'm telling you, man, it was on the tip of my tongue. And that's the programming in all of us, man. It's in all of us.
Goofy motherfucker.
It's in all of us.
No, it's
That's
not,
why when I
nigga.
get mean, I say mean words. I know that's the word that cuts with some people. But I apologized for that a long time ago, and I haven't done that since.
You liar. You liar.
To bring it up now, that just makes you the sorry-ass scumbag that you are. To cover the things that I'm wrong about and skip all the things that I'm right about, that makes you a deceptive, evil, sorry-ass motherfucker. And then to call me evil and say I'm a liar, you're the fucking liar, evil scumbag. And who's going against me at this moment in history? Who's doing more in the world to expose real evil and calling out the agendas dead on? I've been dead on about the timeline for what was coming to this world by 2020. Had everyone listened to me and taken me seriously in 2013, 14, none of this would have been achieved. Good would have won. Instead, evil's winning, and then you got evil scumbags pretending like they're good. And again, I mean, that's the thing. So, good is good, evil's evil. If you stick up for truth and what's real and justice, that's good. If you're on the side of deception and lying and dishonesty and trying to manipulate things, that's evil. Evil people are always trying to pretend like they're good. They're always trying to look like they're good. That's why the most evil people, they manipulate people. They dress up in suits every day. They do their hair real nice. They try to make you think they're good by how good and sharp they look. Why do you think all the con men in the world are in suits looking their best?
No, not all of them.
And again, people who are actually good and know what's good, they're not deceived by that. They know the material world isn't where good is. You know? It's just, that's the thing. Some people don't know the difference between good and bad. They don't know what's actually good. They think materialism is good. Materialism's not good. Materialism leads to nothing but bad things. You know, people are really hating on me right now because I'm somewhat successful with my Patreon. It's not nearly as successful as it should be. You know? There should be way more people pledging $1 a month to the cause I've been trying to raise funds for. You know, if there was 1 million people in the world pledging $1 a month, we'd have $1 million a month to hire, you know, how many employees could we have for $1 million a month revenue? We could have a full team of people nationwide, city to city, getting out the word about what people need to know about to stop the evil agenda. And I got people complaining about that. Oh, now Zach's asking for $1 million a month. Shut the fuck up, sorry-ass motherfucker. Whose side are you on? We already know whose side you're on. You're a sorry scumbag-ass piece of shit that's been trolling me for 8 fucking years. What kind of fucking loser trolls a man for 8 years? Get a fucking life. You're getting old and fat, and your life's about trolling the one person in the world who's probably bringing the most important knowledge there ever was to the table. And that's not an exaggeration, you know? You know, you just skipped. He wants to cover that we're wrong about the Super Bowl and make 5 videos about that. When we really weren't wrong about the Super Bowl. I had people on the winning side, which was the Bengals side. Odell Beckham, 9-1 for the first touchdown. Had that. Who had a better prop bet in the Gematria community? Did anyone have that prop bet? I did. You know, again, it's just, this is sorry-ass shit. You're trying to focus on what's wrong. See, this is an evil person. Evil! That people think is maybe doing a good thing exposing me. You're not exposing me. You're like a politician. You're like a politician clipping things that are beneficial to you. You know? You're the same sorry-ass scumbag that uploaded a video saying I lied about picking the Rams to beat the Cardinals on Monday Night Football. How was it a lie? I opened up the stream saying I like, or not the Cardinals, the Rams to beat the Cardinals on MNF. You made a video saying that I was a lie, that I called that. I opened the stream, clear as day, said why I like the Rams to win, the 2-1-3 thing, the Martin Luther King Jr. thing. Martin calls in, and honestly, I mean, the thing about Martin is he does good research, but almost every time he calls in, he's taking me off a good pick. He called in with something interesting. I was like, oh man, no, I don't know. But then at the end of the stream, I went back to it again. I said, I still like the Rams to win. It makes sense if Brady faces the Rams in the next round. It's always Brady and the Rams. You put up a clip of me humming and hawing after Martin's call about, man, maybe it's better to leave this game alone. And then you said I'm a liar. You're the fucking liar. You skipped the clip in the beginning where it was a clear as day call and the end where I came back to it again and said I still like the Rams. That makes you a lying scumbag. If anyone's tricked by your video, they've been tricked by a lying scumbag. All right, we'll leave it right there, you guys. Again, I advise you to be cautious tonight unless somehow you got the $1 million answer up your sleeve because, again, it's unprecedented territory. We've never seen a Monday night game, and again, it's tricky. It's like, damn, well, the Monday night riddle makes a ton of sense for the Rams, but, God, the traditional wild card numbers go for the Cardinals. And Cardinals still do have an outside chance if, you know, there's going to be 2 black starting quarterbacks in the Super Bowl. I mean, Cardinals get hot in the playoffs. But the thing that's hard to imagine about the Cardinals is, you know, they lost their star receiver right after they hit 10-2, and they just haven't really been much of a team without Hopkins. And I don't know who's necessarily going to pick up the slack. It would have to be all about Kyler Murray, I suppose. But, yeah, it's just, you know, we're all a little bit sour right now because our Cowboys-Chiefs future fell apart. But, again, I hope you guys still got a future out there for Chiefs and Bucks because that's totally possible. But yeah, no doubt about it. We got some things to think about because last year we were just on cruise control the whole way. This year it's like, man, we're in the deep bush with a 2-wheel drive car here. So anyway, be smart. Again, always be modest. Never bet more than you can afford to lose, and be patient too. You know, This game is nowhere near a lock either way. So, but do remember, if the Rams win, I think that's a pretty good sign for Brady next week, because I have trouble imagining that his team wouldn't get the 15th win of the season over the Rams. The Rams do like that 15 number. And you know what? Honestly, I mean, that's the thing about Kyler Murray. It's like, okay, he keeps the dream alive for a black quarterback in the NFC, but it doesn't look like either of these teams are getting past Brady next week. And that's what's tough, because Brady's next playoff win is 36. You can make a golden case for him to get his 36th win against either of these teams. Cardinals is 36 in the most pure, and again, he beat the Rams in Super Bowl 36. And there is something kind of like a magnet with, because that's one of the things if you think about with Tom Brady. He doesn't really have much history with the Cardinals. Doesn't mean he wouldn't play him next week, but he really doesn't have much history with the Cardinals. He has quite a bit of history with the Rams, and some really significant history too, winning 2 Super Bowls over them. Tom Brady record versus Cardinals. You know, he's only played the Cardinals 2 times in his whole career, and that's including the playoffs, because he hasn't faced them in the playoffs. And again, Tom Brady, he's 5-3 right now against the Rams. So let's say he faces them next week. If he faces the Rams next week, he would become, very likely, he would become 6-3 versus the Rams and get his 36th playoff win. The square root of 36 is 6. That was one of the things that was tricky about the Cowboys yesterday, too. Had the Cowboys won yesterday, they would have got their 6th playoff win versus the 49ers on the anniversary of winning Super Bowl VI 50 years to the day and doing it against San Francisco, which equals 50. But by them losing, they fell to 5-3 on the 16th, kind of like 53 the 16th prime, like, you know, how Brady beat the Rams in Super Bowl 53 and there were 16 points scored in the game. But yeah, the Bob Saget thing, man. Again, a big death from the world of celebrity, clearly synced with the Niners game, going into that wild card round with the wild card numbers, and that's what they did. So, anyway, you guys should still be up. Hope you guys hit on the college future, because at least we nailed that one. If we don't nail our NFL future this year, at least we can hang our hat on college football. But again, good luck, play smart, maybe think about taking the night off and pack it in for the divisional round. Try to bounce back right there. So, until next time, Truth Seeker. And I just went to the chat. I see Kayla's thing. We need Team Gematria news. Indeed we do. Indeed we do. And if there were enough people in the world that saw that this work was worth way more than $1 a month, we would have that. And the thing is, resources are coming in, not as much as they should, but I'm saving up what we have. And eventually, when there's a big enough pool of money, and I know we can employ a team of people for a significant period of time without it all getting shut down, then we'll go. I mean, the reality is now, if I tried to start an employee and have 3 or 4 employees, I got enough funds to pay them a decent salary for a year, but...
Oh, did I let the cat out of the bag?
If funds get cut off, then what? Funds get cut off, what? We do it for a year? When I start this thing, I don't intend for it to stop, you know? I intend for Team Gematria News, or whatever we call it, to be a thing that goes on. And that takes resources, and again, there's a lot of obstacles in this day and age. So, you know, for the morons that are always speculating in the chat about how much I make, you guys don't know. Stop spreading false information. And for the idiot who's saying, well, how come things have changed? Well, when did I say that? When did I say the goals? I said that before COVID, before prices skyrocketed on things, before they locked down the world, before they made all these new rules to travel. Again, things have changed since then. This has already been addressed. That's why all these trolls just trying to start all this shit, they pay attention to everything. They actually know the answers to these questions. I just think by putting this out there, it might help build a case against me. Ask yourself, why are these people working so hard to stop the resources coming into this community? Hasn't that already happened enough? All of my ebooks were banned. I lost a huge revenue stream on the Ides of March 2019 when all of my revenue sources were cut off for doing this work. When all of my revenue sources were cut off for doing this work. Point is, if I wasn't being censored and suppressed and kept down at the bottom of algorithms, people would find my work and the books would sell and more resources would come in. Again, you guys, I do want like a $1 million sum of cash in the bank before I start Gematria Effect News, because then I know if I have a team of 3 or 4 people and they're willing to work for $50,000 a year, then I can employ them for a number of years in case financial revenue gets cut off and we have to figure out another way. A lot of people have gotten their revenue cut off. I've already been dealing with getting my revenue cut off. So again, that's just the smart way to go about it. That's what I've decided. I'll tell you what, though, if this per month thing gets up to something like $10,000 a month, I'll hire a couple people. You know, then I can afford to have some employees. I'll hire Jonathan, you know. I know Jonathan's looking for some steady work. I'd be happy to employ Jonathan. He's good at this. There's other people, too, out there who I'd be happy to employ. So if this number keeps going up, I don't need to make this much money a month. I'll use it to share the wealth and take this research even further. If I had a helper, then we could do the NHL games, etc., etc. Be authentic. Right now, there's 10,787 coming in a month. That's more than I need for myself. That's why I'm paying $1,000 a month for a website. That's why I'm saving the rest of the money for a future cause, like getting a building and renovating it and being able to have the resources to put in the furniture that we can have to set up a, Gematria Effect news studio. This money is for the cause. If this money goes up to $30,000, I'm telling you guys, it's going to happen overnight. We're going to have the building. We're going to have people hired. It's going to make a huge difference. This isn't enough right now to rent a space, hire people, but it's a chunk of the way there. We just need 20,000 more people in the community to step up and pledge $1, or 4,000 people to pledge $5 a month. 30,000's the mark to hire a team of people, have them on a salary, have health care, have a building, and have the resources to do things like travel when an important story happens. We can do a lot with 30,000 a month. It's the goal I'm setting. The more the merrier, but as much as I've been begging for that $1 a month pledge, and it hasn't happened, I don't want to ask for too much, but I am saying we hit 30,000, things will happen. Things will happen, and they'll happen fast, and you'll see it. I'm transparent. If this money goes up to 30,000, I'm telling you guys, it's going to happen overnight. We're going to have the building. We're going to have people hired. It's going to make a huge difference. I don't want to ask for too much, but I am saying we hit 30,000, things will happen. Things will happen, and they'll happen fast, and you'll see it. I'm transparent. Again, you guys, I do want like a $1 million sum of cash in the bank before I start Gematria Effect News, because then I know if I have a team of 3 or 4 people and they're willing to work for $50,000 a year, then I can employ them for a number of years in case financial revenue gets cut off and we have to figure out another way. A lot of people have gotten their revenue cut off. I've already been dealing with getting my revenue cut off. So again, that's just the smart way to go about it. That's what I've decided. I'm not going to start and hire people. And that was the other thing. I was going to hire somebody the other year. And what happened was that person didn't do the simple things I asked them to do. So I thought, well, maybe they don't really want the position that much. And in the time that I made the announcement that I was going to announce who the first employee was, I had like 10 emails come in from people who were good in the community who really wanted the job. And it seemed like they all wanted it more than the person I offered it to. And then I found out that they needed to stay in New York and they couldn't come out here. And anyway, I just realized, you know what, I'm just going to hold this off until we have enough resources. It'll be better if we hire a team of people at once anyway. And again, for all the people that don't like the way I'm going about things, then fuck off and get out of here. Don't make a video and talk shit about it every day.
I'm not going anywhere.
Anyway, I just, you know, if you guys are persuaded by the people that are trying to make me look bad, be persuaded then. Go down their path. Join the bad fight. Join the enemy side. Thanks to everyone who hit the like and the share. And remember, you guys, you can always cut off like parts of it. You can. I appreciate everyone who takes a video and cuts a segment and maybe just uploads a 5-minute clip, the 5 minutes that resonated with them, or the 2 minutes. Again, that's another way to get out the work. It seems that the only people that download my videos and take clips are the people that try to hate on me. It's like,
That's all you worth, you bitch!
and that's something about this world that I just got to close out with. There's way more negative, hateful energy in this world than there is like cooperative, helpful, caring energy. Way more people are just prone to be haters and want to shit on somebody than actually help out.
Boy, if that isn't the pot calling the kettle black.
Shut the fuck up, faggot. Listen to these fucking faggots. All of my haters are fucking dick-sucking faggots. Guarantee every last one of them. That's all they could do. Talk shit and not acknowledge the facts. Fucking faggots.
Arthur's a fucking punk, and if Chigozi can't see that, then that's a weakness of Chigozi's. And I know, I mean, just Arthur the other week, his video about, I thought Neo the hacker was good, but then I saw him laughing in Zach's chat when he made a joke about me, so fuck him too. I mean, it's just like, he's such a little pussy. Arthur is a fucking joke, okay?
You know what I think of Christians? A bunch of fucking losers. Every last one of them. You want to know why? Because you guys believe in a little kid's story that makes no sense. In fact, it makes less sense than the Easter Bunny and Santa Claus. This is why I hate fucking Christians. I fucking do, man. They're all fucking scumbags. All of them. They're fucking retarded. They're fucking scumbags. I'm sick of these fucking Christians making these stupid fucking videos, lying through their teeth, and then acting like they're great because they believe in some bullshit, man. I'm fucking sick of religious people. Wipe them off the fucking face of the earth. Anyone who thinks I'm wrong, you're a fucking loser. Get the fuck off my channel, unsubscribe, and get the fuck out of here. You're not shit. There's no point in me talking to fucking losers. You're not going to help me with anything.
If you were a man, I'm just going to say this part, if you were an actual man, this would not be happening. So sorry, buddy, if you don't like that, it's too bad. Again, you're part of the emasculated society. That's all I got to say if you cannot understand what I'm saying. You're not a man. You're part of this emasculated new man population. And I'm going to leave it at that, Bart. And if anybody doesn't like what I got to say, again, I don't really give a shit.
You know what? We got to get rid of GG too. GG, thanks for the video upload. You know, adios. Have a nice life as well. Two fat slobs that can go hang out together. GG, since you're still in the room, when I think of white trash, to be perfectly honest, I think of you, you know. Next to the definition of white trash, we can just put your face right there. So your ignorance is your argument? I'm glad you're calling in because people understand why I ran about sorry-ass motherfuckers and why you need to be turned into fertilizer. Sir, your purpose is fucking rotting in the ground. You don't have a fucking purpose. You're a sorry, spineless fuck. Fuck you, sorry-ass bitch. I hate a sorry-ass motherfucker like this. You guys don't know how I am. I want to kill this motherfucker. Fuck this sorry-ass motherfucker right here. That's why I wish they would have a fucking civil war. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Well, all I saw was... Shut the fuck up, sorry-ass motherfucker. Don't call in and talk shit. We don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Go out of here feeling like I need to fucking kill somebody, man. On the dirty low down. I gotta kill some motherfuckers. I know that's not in the Bible. Well, Jesus did say he came to bring the sword. I like that verse. Honestly, you guys, I mean, that's the kind of guy in the chat who needs a bullet in the head. And I'm not mincing words when I say it. The guy is a human piece of shit. He sits here and watches a 3-hour video, cuts a 2-minute clip to try to spin the facts. It's pathetic. Shut the fuck up, retard. Razor blades in the bathtub. That's the solution for you. Anyone who tells you there's something wrong with suicide, they're wrong. You'd be doing the greatest fucking service for the world if you got it over with for all of us. We don't need any more fucking rejects. There's already way too many. Major shill. You know, if you're subscribed to this guy, tell him however you want to put it, but this guy's a motherfucking coon. Everybody should let him know he doesn't have any business to be talking to anybody else. He needs to get his own demons right. And that's something about this world that I just got to close out with. There's way more negative, hateful energy in this world than there is like cooperative, helpful, caring energy. Way more people are just prone to be haters and want to shit on somebody than actually help out.
Yeah, I can see that.
I'm always amazed at how very few people have ever downloaded a part of my video and just like even clipped a small segment and re-upload it. I mean, there's been 1,000 people who took a clip of my video to make me look bad, but there's been maybe like 5 people who've ever clipped a short part of the video and uploaded it on their own channel.
Did you ever wonder why?
So, again, that's why humanity is where it is, because they got us all just like hating and competing rather than cooperating. So,
Ironic.
And by the way, Ben, if you're out there, Ben, Arthur was not right about the Super Bowl. The Rams were the losing side of the Super Bowl. They won the game, but they lost the bet. The winning bet for the Super Bowl was to take the Bengals with the points. That paid twice as well than Rams' money line. Rams were the wrong side of the bet. Anyone who took Rams, if they're bragging about that, that's pathetic. Bengals were the top bet. Did Arthur give out Odell Beckham to score the first touchdown at 9-1 odds? No, he didn't. So, again, the guy doesn't have anything to talk about. And again, for all of you guys who misrepresent and say that Arthur was right this year, you also don't know what you're talking about. You need to shut it down.
That's all, folks.
Till next time, Truth Seeker.